Hola, hola, it's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome, and I am here to remind you. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello. What's up? How are you? I'm pumped. I'm so excited. It is the eve of one of my biggest events that I have ever run for women in business. And I'm so excited. Like, I think I've said I'm so excited 55 times today. I'm extremely happy. I have just left the hair salon. I got my hair did. I'm ready. Everything's ready for tomorrow. And I wanted to talk to you about this on the podcast because maybe you couldn't come to this live event. Maybe you couldn't get a live stream ticket. Maybe you didn't even hear that I do events like this. And I wanted to talk to you about this topic on the podcast because I know that so many of the listeners have a business or have realized that the uncertainty of COVID and 2020 and all the things have made them feel like maybe I need to work for myself. Maybe I need to build my own thing. And if that's you, then today's episode is for you, talking about how to grow your fempire, which basically is like empire, but female empire. So it's fempire. Okay. How to grow your fempire. And it's the title of my event that's coming up. And it's the title of this podcast. And why I'm calling it that is because I strongly, firmly, wholeheartedly believe that money in the hands of good women, good business women, is going to change this world. And I'm not saying money in the hands of men don't change the world. I'm just saying I want to see more women making money and more women with vision and purpose. They want to leave a legacy. They want to do something on the planet. They want to change the world. They want to help people. They want to pave the way for those up and coming children or other women. And so I called the event this because I know so many of you message me. I know so many of you that listen to the podcast or follow me on Instagram are like, holy shit, you went from zero, from podcasting in your car, which I still do because I'm fancy, right? You went from podcasting in your car with nobody listening while this shit was on an app called Anchor for free to having 1,700 followers on Instagram that were all from my styling days to having no money when we had our second baby, no savings, and a fuck ton of debt. I was in the negative, y'all. Going from literally I can't buy bread, like we were struggling to buy bread. We were looking for coins. We were in the worst financial position ever to making six figures in 10 or 11 months of my first year in my business. And I'm not fucking around. I'm talking 100K, 160K we finished that year on. And it was my first year in my business. Now, I had done business before in my styling business. I was in that business for like 5 years. That was my side hustle. That shit didn't make me any money. It was like a hobby, like fun. I was playing so small. I was so scared. I had such a fear of success. I didn't want to back myself. And I was also not going down the right track. But I needed to go down the wrong track to figure out what the right track was. And the right track ended up being confidence coaching. So life coaching with a twist on confidence. And I became the queen of confidence. But I was styling before this business. So I, in the first year of this business, made six figures by mistake, by the way. I was not trying to do that. I wasn't trying to hit six figures and get all these followers. I was trying to survive. I was trying to make sure that my family had food. I was trying to make sure that we could pay our bills and our freaking mortgage and our rent and our car payments. That's what I was trying to make sure that my husband's gym, we were trying to make sure his gym could stay open. We were on struggle street. And if you want to know what that looks like, you can literally go to the Queen of Confidence on YouTube and watch my first ever video when I launched my business. And watch every day I did YouTube vlogs about how fucking hard it was. And you could see me, I was overweight, I was exhausted. I had the kids, I was crying. Some of my videos I'm crying about how fucked up motherhood is because I'm breastfeeding a baby, selling shampoo and conditioner, and then trying to hustle my coaching business, trying to film content and do videos when nobody was watching my ass, when nobody was listening to my goddamn podcast. I built this shit from zero. I'm not educated. I'm not a smart woman. Like, maybe I'm smart, but I'm not intelligent. I'm not an intellect. I barely graduated high school. I almost didn't graduate. I shouldn't have graduated, actually. I came from food stamps, fucked up money beliefs, physical, sexual abuse, no dad, broken home, like broken everything. I came from all of this crazy trauma. There's no reason why I should be killing it in my business. Making money, y'all. Like, making money in my business. My business is profitable as fuck. I've hired 4 people are on our team. I have other agencies and teams that help me with other things like the podcast and all my videos and my media, speaking, everything. And it's 2.5 years. And this business has created more than $1 million in revenue in 2.5 years. Now, not $1 million in 1 year. Don't get it twisted. I'll tell you when that shit happens. Hopefully this year. Hopefully 2021. That's the forecast. It's 2 mil. So stay tuned for that. And if I don't make it, I'll tell you, because that's the reality. Sometimes you don't hit the goals you want. Sometimes you don't sell out your events. Sometimes you don't make 6 figures in the first year of your business. But if you want to, know that you can. If you want to be the best in your industry, if you want to kill it in your business, you can. And I want to tell you tomorrow what we're going to talk about. We're going to go through this whole framework tomorrow at the event. But I want to tell you the little snippet of why now I'm doing events for women in business and why now I am mentoring a small group, a selected group of people only a few times a year, and why I'm deciding to do that. Because I know that there are other people just like me out there in the world that feel like they're not smart, that feel like they don't know business. Have you ever thought that? I don't know business. I don't know how to do business. One of my clients said that to me. And I said to her, do you know service? Do you know how to be of service? Do you know how to help people? Yeah, that shit is business. If you can serve, you could do business. We could learn and teach each other all the strategies and all the things, but your heart being in the right place, to serve, you can't teach that shit. When I work with my business clients, I don't work with people who just want to make a lot of money just for no reason. Now, that could be right or wrong to you. To me, I won't do it. I know who I want to work with. For me, I want to work with people who want to leave a legacy, who want to do something, who want to change the world, impact, pave the way for our kids, help other people. Like, it has to be a service-based business that wants to do some shit in the world to make it a better place. That's just what I'm choosing. I don't have to take on every client. I don't have to take on any business. I'm choosing who I work with because I know that when they're in alignment and when the purpose is right, and they got that passion and that vision and that mission that is greater than them, I can help them. Because that was me. I could go, yo, I know exactly what to do. Here's what you do. Boom, 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 boom. And you don't need a big ass audience. And you don't need a big ass budget for Facebook ads. And you don't need to be an intellect. Got a master's degree in business. It's better if you don't. But you do need to care about what you're doing and the people that you're serving. And you do need to know who you're talking to and what their pain points are and how you're going to solve their problem. You need to believe in yourself, especially when you don't. You need to back yourself. You need to invest in yourself. All this shit that we created was because we had coaches. But, yo, I remember we were in a program. Me and Hamish spent like $80,000. And I'm talking like refinancing our home loan on credit cards. We didn't have any fucking money. We had no money. I didn't even know what we were doing with our money. We had no kids back then either. So whatever money we had was going into this business program. Now, do you want to hear the shit that's crazy? I didn't even have a business back then. What the hell am I doing in a business program without a business? Beats me. I don't know what I was trying to do. I must have known that I wanted to get around people that were doing shit for themselves, people that were running businesses. And from that experience, I left with a business. I started styling. I became a stylist. And when I left that experience, I went and found another business coach, $12,000 for 3 months. Me and Hamish. That shit was hard because it was $12,000 for 3 months. And I was like, oh my God, what are we doing? This is crazy. And you know what? It changed my life. And both of those investments, the $80,000 and the $12,000, we didn't use them until later. Meaning the coaches, the mentors that were teaching us shit that we were not executing on until after. Last 2.5 years ago, basically, is when I started executing on that. Yo, 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 my business ladies, where you at? You want to listen to this because I am super excited to share with you that after receiving hundreds of messages, DMs, emails, questions about my business and about how we built what we built in 2.5 years, we have killed it in our business. It has been incredible. We have this massive vision. We've been able to enroll women from all over the world and be supporting and helping them to stand in their power, reclaim their voice, build businesses that impact so they can have the lifestyle they desire. And now you have an opportunity to work with me so that I can teach you how to do the same. Please go ahead and check out in the show notes. I've got an application for our upcoming mastermind, Scale Squad. Scale Squad is legit, where I am going to be business coaching an intimate group of women to show you everything that I did to build my business. You will get everything behind the scenes, the how, the when, the why, the how, the what, the mentorship. And let me just tell you that how I do one thing is how I do everything. I do not skim. I don't want to just tell you what I did. I want to show you how so that you can actually create it for yourself. I think that money in the hands of good women is going to change the fucking world. And so if you have been looking for some business mentoring and you love my style and you want to know how I did what I did, I want to teach you. I want to show you. Be sure to head over either to my Instagram or my website and check out the business mentoring. Apply for this. It's not guaranteed everybody can get in, but I would love for you to apply. It's an incredible experience, and the questions in there will have you moving and thinking about the kind of business, about the kind of vision that you have committed to creating. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited for this. It's some of the best work I get to do. Business mentoring is my jam. If you are ready to do some shit with me and build your empire, then go on and apply. So when you invest in yourself, it's not always like you invested and you're going to learn and you're going to do it now. Sometimes you put that shit in your pocket. You put that shit in your backpack and you pull it out later and you don't even realize that you had that in there because you invested that time and energy back in the day and you remember to use that. So now, to be honest, the way that I coach people in my business is not the way most people do it. And I won't work with a lot of business people. I'm not impressed. There's too much shit out there. People are charging a high premium just because. People have no experience. People are pretending that they're profitable. They're fucking not. They're not giving you the real deal. They give you a little bit and then you got to pay triple the times, fucking triple platinum diamond if you want the real fucking answers. Like, no, like it's out of integrity. A lot of it is out of integrity. So what do we do when there's a problem and we don't see the solution? We create the solution. Hence, here's born, Grow Your Fempire business event, Scale Squad Mastermind. And the Scale Squad, which is a great name, Scale Squad, is my mastermind group where I take women, an intimate group of women, and I mentor them. And we work 6 months, sometimes 9 months, depending on which mastermind it is. If it's for beginners, 6 months. If it's for people advanced, we go 9 months. And it has been the most incredible experience. I launched this for the first time in June 2020. And I took on these women. And when I tell you, we're going to do a podcast with them. I want to get them on the panel. The mastermind used to be called Social Impact, and I changed the name because it didn't speak to what I was trying to talk about. And Scale Squad is perfect because it's about scaling. It's about growing your business. It's about not burning out. It's about not using all the resources that are your energy and figuring out how can you scale? How can you impact bigger and more global? And how can you do it without burning yourself out like I did last year? Again, I'm drawing from my experience. So how I teach is different because I'm talking about my experience. Other coaches teach their experience, right? So there's room for everybody. But I'm excited to talk about this because last year, these women, they blow me away. Like the shit that they've been able to create for themselves. Like one of my clients had a $68,000 launch for her first membership that she launched. First course membership that she launched. One of my other clients, first course ever that she did, $28,000. One of my clients is about to be an author. 2 of them actually are writing a book. Like getting clients, growing their Instagram, getting paid. Like one of my clients messaged me, it was like, this is the most money I've ever made this month. $3,000 she made. And that sounds like, oh, that's not a lot. But that shit is a lot. When you work for someone, you quit your job and you start working for yourself and you make your first $3,000. Like, yo, are you kidding me? Like I remember when I made my first $500 and it wasn't coming from corporate Australia. It wasn't coming from a corporation or a 9 to 5. It was my money that I created. I was like, wow, like this shit is what lights me up. And I want to say to you, if you're looking to grow your fempire, if you're wanting to work on yourself, you need to get around people that are doing it. And when I say that, I mean do your due diligence, okay? Follow people who you can see the results. You know they're clean. Read about them. Jump onto their free fucking webinars. Get on their website. Look up their YouTubes. Like, search. Be a stalker. Be a stalker. I'm not parting with my money unless I know everything about you. And if you could help me, done. But if I could do more than what you could do for me, no way. Like, I'm not going to do it. And there's so much FOMO and hype. And I always tell my clients, I'm not going to convince you to work with me. Some of y'all hit me up about the sisterhood. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm like, cool, do it when you're ready. I don't need you to do it. Like, it's for you. When you invest in yourself on any platform, on anything, for any specific reason, that shit's for you. It's not for the person that you're paying the money to. It's for you to do it. So catch that shit. Catch the excuses of why you're not working on yourself, why you're not working in programs, why you're not investing. When are you going to do it? For me, I would do every single thing I did all over again. Because I know what I'm able to create my business. I'm only getting started, you guys. Like, this is nothing. This is the beginning of the beginning. I'm only getting started. This is me getting like lukewarm. My shit ain't even hot yet. And I see the vision and I believe in it. And then I get to creating that shit. I get to creating it. And we all need to be able to create our own visions, back ourselves, believe in ourselves, and then find others who have paved the way, who have done it already, that can tell you, yo, this is a shortcut, take this, do this, boom, done. When I meet with my ladies, like, some of the shit I say to them in 10 minutes took me 4 years to figure out. Took me $7,000 programs to pay for in order to tell them, hey guys, just do this, this, and this, and you'll have it worked out. Now, they probably don't know that, but I know that shit would take them years to figure out. Or it would cost them money on tech and bullshit that they think they need that they don't need in order to work out how to do it. And that's the key of having a mentor. That's the key of having someone who's done it before you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to grow. We want to do our business. But then when shit gets tough, we give up. When shit gets tough, we're like, oh, too much. I can't do it. No. When shit gets tough, you need to get tougher. And you can't be letting fear... I had something that I wrote down for tomorrow. It's like, your fear will fuck you. Like, use fear to fuel you, not fuck you. Don't let your fear fuck you. Use it to fuel you. Use it to make you move, to be like, oh, I'm so scared. Holy crap. Oh my God, I'm up leveling. This is exciting. Ah, shit. Don't run away. I'm sick of women not making money. There are some shocking stats that 90% of women-led business, women-owned businesses, 90% will not make $100,000 per year. 90% of women-owned businesses are not going to make any, like, they're not going to even hit $100,000 per year. Like, what? Like, I want you to be making $100,000 months, never mind per year. They say that 55% of women doubt themselves before starting a business. Like, 55% of women will mess around and not start because of the self-doubt and the questioning if they can do it or not before they just go for it. If you're falling into this category, you need to check that shit. You need to check that shit. And we know that in the first year, 50% of businesses will shut down within the first year of opening. There's more and more people now working for themselves because of COVID, because of the uncertainty. More and more people are starting to do their own thing in business. They're doing their own side hustles. They're doing their own, they're self-employing themselves. That's it. They're doing their own thing. They're like, I'm not messing around with this. Am I going to lose my job? Am I going to depend on the government? I'm going to go do my own thing. They're going to start being an entrepreneur. And then within the first year, 50% shut down. After 10 years, 85% are non-existent. 85%. Sorry, 5 years. After 5 years, 85% are non-existent. After 10 years, only 4% of businesses are remaining. And it does not mean that those fucking 4% are profitable. It does not mean that they're profitable. So if you've been in business more than 10 years, high five. I hope you're making money. I hope you're making money. I hope you're making impact. Because what it shows is that most won't. And I have this whole free training. It's called Why You're Not Making Money in Your Business. I'm going to link it in the show notes in case you want to watch it. It's an hour-long training that talks about why we're not making money in our business and what to do about it. It's like, when I watched that training, I'm like, damn, I want to listen to this woman. And it's me. But I was so on fire that day about this topic. Like, I can't tell you. If you're interested in making money in your business and why you're not, you need to watch it. So head to the show notes and check it out. Or it's going to be on my website somewhere, I'm sure. But listen to me. Check yourself. If you're not making the money you want to be making, if your business is not growing, you have to look at what is going on. It's not that business doesn't work. It's not that Facebook ads don't work. It's not that that book you read wasn't good. The common denominator is you. What do you need to do to get yourself to the place where you're going to work and you're going to make it work and you're going to find a way? As Tony says, find a way, don't find an excuse. You got, what does he say? You got reasons or you got results? Oh, this is why I can't have this. There's all kinds of stories that we tell ourselves. There's all kinds of shitty stories that we're telling ourselves. I'm not a millionaire because I'll never make the money because I'm not good in business. I don't have Instagram. I can't put my face on there. I can't do this. It's too hard. I don't have an audience. No one's listening. Who cares what I'm doing? The market is saturated. Everyone's already doing this. Oh, who's going to buy my course? Do I even know what I'm talking about? Oh, so fucking self-sabotage and imposter syndrome and I'm not good enough. It's fucking boring. It's boring. Like, enough. Enough, because a lot of people don't know supposedly enough. A lot of people don't know business and they're doing it. And the thing is, the people that execute make it happen. And sometimes they're not the most skilled. Sometimes it's not the best online course about, how to do online courses, but they killing it. Because maybe you got a course that you could do, but you won't do it because you're in your head about how you're not good enough. And your course is probably better, but you're not there, so people can't buy it, so they buy someone else's shit. So how are you going to grow your Fempire? How are you going to grow your business and your dream? What are you going to do? Are you going to invest in yourself? Are you going to commit to showing up? If you don't show up, people can't find you. You need to be visible. If there is no awareness about you and the work that you do and your story, your story, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started about story. And people being like, Erica, you got a big story. My story's not like that. So what? Your story doesn't need to be big. You could be like, I'm from Australia. And someone will go, oh my God, I'm from Australia too. I grew up in this part of the town. Wow, I grew up there too. I love flaming hot Cheetos. Oh my God, those are my favorite. It doesn't have to be some crazy shit. It could just be like, I went through a divorce and I realized that I lost myself in that divorce. And so I decided to find myself through dance. And now I'm helping women who've been divorced to move their bodies and dance and find freedom. I'm making shit up. You know what I'm saying? And hello, there's a lot of people that will resonate with that story because a lot of people have been through a divorce and lost themselves. Does that make sense? Like, when I tell you that there's people in all kind of industries doing all kinds of things to serve and support people and they're successful, it is possible for you too. And if you think it's not, I want you to ask yourself, what is the story you're telling yourself? There's a story there that you're telling yourself. What is it? I'm not what enough. No one will buy because this. Blah, blah, blah. What is it? Do you know what the story is? If you don't, you better get to knowing what it is, because that's that shit that's stopping you. That is the story that's stopping you. And I'm like, instead, let's get that pen and rewrite. You get to rewrite your story. You get to rewrite how this shit works out for you. Because there's no way in hell that I should be running the global business that I'm running with staff and my team, that I only work 3 days, multi fucking 6-figure business. Our second year, we made $524,000. Like, there's no way I should have made $500,000. Who am I? Puerto Rican girl from Boston? Like, the fuck out of here. I don't know shit. But look at me. So if you feel like that, there's no reason why you can't be doing it. Besides your mindset, besides the bullshit you're telling yourself. And you probably don't have a fucking mentor. Because maybe you're like, I could do it myself. Okay. Or you could follow somebody who's done it, who can guide you and pull you up on your bullshit. And that's why I made Scale Squad. Because I want to support women. And I want to talk real shit. I don't want to be giving you no damn fluff. No, all you got to do is this. No. This shit's hard. Thank you. This shit's hard. You got to work. You don't have to burn out, but you got to work. You have to be committed and have your own inner fire. Your coach, your mentor, your business mentor cannot set you on fire. You need to already be on fire. If your fire burns me, even better. If I could feel that shit, even better. Because that way, you're not waiting for anybody. You are resourceful. That's what it is. You got to be resourceful. You know what? I don't know how to do something. I get to my Google, I get to YouTube, I'm watching videos, and I'm asking mentors, hey, how do we do this? But in the meantime, until they get back to me, I'm working it out too. That's what I'm saying. I love working with people like that. That they're like, I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to work it out. But Erica, can you let me know as well? And in the meantime, they're looking it up and they're trying to figure it out. And they've worked it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be sleeping. You can't be telling me you got big dreams, big goals, but you're not willing to take any action. Or you're willing to give up on your dream because something didn't work out? Like, what? That's not how you grow shit. It's not an overnight situation. Nobody watched my IGTVs. Nobody listened to my podcast until they did. Nobody gave a damn until they saw that I was not going away and that I was committed to showing up and adding value and speaking some shit to them. I was talking the stuff that they were thinking. Do you know what your client's going through? Do you know his or her pain points? Do you know what keeps them up at night? Do you know their biggest problem? And are you able to give them a solution? And if so, how? Have you worked that out? I'm telling you, and lastly, I'll tell you, there's so much more. We have to do more podcasts about this, but I've been ranting your ear off. But there's so much more. I'm so passionate about this. I'm ready for tomorrow, y'all. Okay, there's one more thing. You don't have to do this, but this is what I like. I like to become known for something. I like to become masterful at something. A lot of people will say, I'm a multi-passionate, multi-hyphenated entrepreneur. I like to do all these things. Cool. You do that. Do it. Do you. But me, I like to go, I do this thing really well. You could come to me for this thing. And then when they're with me, will I offer them more? Hell yeah. I don't market and promote myself as a business coach because I'm not. I do business coaching, but I'm a confidence coach. The queen of confidence, this is what I talk about. But you better believe when you're ready to do some shit in business, if my shit's open and you apply and you get in, boom, that's how we do it. But I'm not out there saying I'm a business coach, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a salsa dancer, I'm a Reiki teacher, I'm a spiritual witch, I'm a tantric this, I'm a fucking race car driver, I'm a It's like, whoa, man, what are you going to help me with? Whoa, I'm confused. A Reiki race car driver. That's great. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you can't do all these things. My invitation, my little secret sauce is be really well known for the one thing that you do really well. And I'll leave you with the example. One of my mentors used to say, there's a general practitioner doctor who's the general doctor. Everybody goes to the doctor, you know, the normal doctor that you go there and they check you and then they refer you on to someone else. There's the doctor and he gives you some kind of aspirin or fucking Panadol or Tylenol or some bullshit he gives you. Here you go, just do that and take that. And then you got a heart surgeon who is a specialist at heart surgery who you pay a lot of money to perform one job, heart surgery. If your heart is hurting and something's wrong with you, you're going to go to the GP, to the general doctor, general practitioner, or you're going to go to the heart surgeon. You're probably going to go with the heart surgeon. And you're going to pay top dollar. You're not going to give a damn because you trust him or her to cut into your heart. If you're having a baby and you want to have baby birth photography photos, your birth photos taken, you're not going to hire a wedding photographer. You're going to be making all this noise. There's going to be bright lights in your face. A birth photographer knows how to work in the birth space. Niche. They get it. They understand that the woman's, oh, shit, and it hurts. They're not going to fucking flash in her face. That's a no-no. Don't be doing that, birth photographers. You know what I'm saying? The wedding photographer who shoots weddings has no idea what to do in that space. When you look at specializing in something, it makes you more powerful. That's what I think. That's my advice. It's what I've done. And then from that space of owning that audience and owning that thing you do, you can extend your branches outwards. But you're known and you have a core base for this thing that you do. Now I could do 50 million things. And I'll use the Kardashians as an example. They started with this. Now they do this. Now they do fucking lipstick. Now they do lip gloss. Now they do waist trainers. They got clothes. They got shoes. They got kids' clothes. They got hair clips. They got they're going to have Botox soon. The Kardashians Botox is going to be, if they're smart, because they should do that. You know what I mean? And sell it to plastic surgeons. Like, they built a brand from the beginning of who they were, and then they branched off into what their clients needed. So I love getting specialty and being known for this thing. When people think confidence, I want them to think me. And so far, it's working for me. So that's my little bit of advice to you. I love you so much. If you're enjoying business chats, hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM. Hit me up if you want to learn more about the Scale Squad. We're going to open it at the end of March. And we're probably going to open it again in November. And it is the best thing I get to do all year. Besides my retreats. I love my retreats. Oh, those are the best. But the Scale Squad shit it lights me on fire. If you like my style, if you like how I speak and how I talk, and you want to learn how I built what I built, and you want to know step by step everything, behind the scenes, under the curtain, no holding back, every single thing that I do and how I do it, this is the shit for you. Because that's what the Scale Squad is about. So, without further ado, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you have a beautiful week. I thank you so much for being here. If you want to find out more, head to my website, head to my Instagram, or click into the show notes. We'll have all the details for Scale Squad there. And that free business training that's called Why You're Not Making Money in Your Business. It's a free training. It's a video. You got to watch it if you're interested and want to make more money in your biz. And remember, you can, my love. The only thing that's holding you back is a fucking story. It's not you. You don't need to be anybody else. Who you are is perfect. How you are is perfect. You know enough right now. You are skilled enough right now. Sometimes you need some fucking guidance. And the techniques and strategies and bullshit, easy. Easy. Get with somebody who's done it. Even if it's not me. Somebody who's done what you want to do. That's my advice to you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your ears, your time, your energy, and your attention. Please do me a favor and head over to Apple iTunes. Subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. Share this episode with a sister who you know needs to hear it. And if you feel called to, leave me a review. I'd love to know what you think about the podcast. I'd love to know how this information is helping you change your world. Thank you so much for being here. I know that there are many podcasts you could listen to, and I really appreciate you listening to mine. Have a gorgeous week, honey.